FC Cincinnati fall for just the second time this season, snapping a 14-match unbeaten streak with a 3-0 loss at DC United. Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Mercy Health Training Center. This is your first team report. A disappointing loss Saturday in the nation's capital. 3-0 was the final scoreline, and it was the first time that FC Cincinnati had lost since April 15th across all competitions. In fact, it was only the third time this season that the team has trailed in a match and the second time that they've conceded the first goal. After the match, head coach Pat Noonan was quick to recognize that it wasn't the result as much as the self-inflicted wounds that bothered him the most.
Disappointing, a little bit frustrating, but the game was lost with some avoidable mistakes. That gave him some momentum early on in the game, and I wasn't overly disappointed with the first half despite the scoreline, and I think the guys understood that as well. It was always going to be difficult to get anything out of the game, but it was about, at that point, having a good 45 minutes and trying to make some adjustments that could get us a goal early in the half, which, to their credit, they just defended, really well on the night. We couldn't take advantage at times of space behind and the timing of it and the movement, but we take the loss and move on.
The Orange and Blue fell behind to DC 1-0 in the 10th minute and ended up conceding 3 goals in the first half at Audi Field. Head coach Pat Noonan was more concerned about the way the goals were scored than the fact that his team was trailing, something they haven't done much this season.
I think we knew why we were behind, and I wouldn't even say the response was poor. I think the ways in which we conceded were moments that the guys know, what went wrong. I don't think it was being played through or just not understanding, what their, attacking movements were, where we couldn't figure that out.
Of course, FC Cincinnati still remains atop the Supporters' Shield standings, and with the loss now behind them, Noonan said the team will reflect, learn, and move forward towards a massive match at home on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll analyze it like most games. We'll take a look at some of the things that we did well or could have done better, specific to how the game was played, and if we see that scenario again, and we'll look at some of the mistakes that we made and how we can be better prepared to not let those moments happen again. Specifically the last 2 goals. So, yeah, like most games, we'll assess it and analyze it and see how we can, take the last 2 games and build that into, New England.
The team is back home Saturday night on the heels of an exciting week. On Tuesday, Captain Luciano Acosta, Alvaro Barrial, and defender Matt Miazga were all named to the Major League Soccer All-Star Game next month at Audi Field. Now they'll welcome in New England for a rematch as the Revs currently sit second in the Supporters' Shield standings, 7 points behind FC Cincinnati. There's no question this is the biggest match on the Major League Soccer schedule this weekend. FC Cincinnati and the Revs will warm up in the Marvel kits, the Stars and Stripes, because it's 4th of July week. Kickoff between New England and FC Cincinnati is set for 7:39 p.m. We'll see you then.